welcome to Christy's Stampin' Spot. I'm Christy, Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the United States. And welcome to my Thursday double feature. We are going to be playing with a Sale-A-Bration designer series paper, the Daffodil Afternoon, which is really gorgeous. So let's get started, and I will turn you guys down. Let's see if I can do that. There we go. Awesome. So I love this designer series paper, and it is a Sale-A-Bration. So if you are new to Stampin' Up, my channel, right now we have a really awesome sale. It used to be only once a year, but now we get it twice a year, which is so exciting. But it's only for 2 months. And so the 28th of this month is the last day to get in on the Sale-A-Bration. And what it does is for every $50 or $100 order that you place, you can pick one of these fabulous exclusive products for free. So there is several stamp sets and designer series paper on level 1, which is free with the $50 order. Or with the $100 order, we have 2 other level 2s. One is this adorable stamp set, Hello Friend, with matching designer series paper. And this other stamp set, which is called Special Moments. And we're actually going to be using that stamp set today. It's a great set of sentiments that are very versatile for lots of different occasions, and it is free with a $100 order. So if you do with a level 2, but if you spend $100, you could also just get 2 sets of 50 of the two $50 level 1s, or you get one of these, which is really exciting. So the main thing we're using right now, besides this Special Moment, is this gorgeous Daffodil Afternoon. Now it does match a set of stamp set and dies, the bundle, the Daffodil Daydream bundle that is in our January to June mini catalog. But you don't need that set of dies or stamps to really enjoy this really versatile paper pack. So we're actually going to make 2 really great cards that are a great layout that you can use probably with any of your designer series paper, but really works well. And like I said, we're going to use the Special Moments stamp sets. But I just really, these are the 2 cards we're going to make today. I've done, like, you can find this card on my blog. I actually cased one of our Stampin' Up artisans who made, it was a regular card, but I made it into a slimline. And this is that Daffodil Afternoon paper, and I've just fussy cut it out pieces, along with the driving by stamp set that is also one of the Sale-A-Bration level 1 things that you can get with a $50 order. So it is super cute. And then that Hello Friend is from that $100 stamp set that goes with the designer series paper that matches. So this is a card I made with this. You can also, it has a set of several sheets that has this, that you cut it, and I'll show it to you, where you can just stamp on it. So this one I've just stamped directly on the designer series paper to make a simple stamping. And I have, of course, the just a card to say you're amazing. I couldn't wait for a special occasion. Those 2 are sentiments that are also in the Special Moments stamp set. And then here's another that's a really simple card that I've actually just used one of the label punches to make a little label for that, and just add a little piece of designer series paper on the back. This is a really great pack of paper. And so you get 2 of 6 designs, so 12 of the 12 by 12. And it is this really gorgeous with this black on the back, this black background. And it also has white and the Very Vanilla. We're actually going to be using Very Vanilla today, but isn't that pretty? Can you see that? Nice peach. There's some of that gorgeous bumblebee. So pretty. Those are the pretty, I love that. The colors are so nice. I love this sheet. I think this is my favorite. I love daisies. You can actually color these too if you wanted to change those colors. It's just so pretty. Here's a nice grid. This is a page that I mentioned. You can make the simple stamping, you just cut it at the 6, so just down the middle, and then I cut these in 4-inch. And then I just cut them like this in 4-inch, so I can get 3 panels out of one set of designer series paper. And then I actually cut off from the bottom, not on the top, because we want to use as much of that space at the top to stamp your sentiment. You just cut off the back, and I use that piece, the pieces at the bottom. That's this piece right here. You can see to add to the back and inside. So I always save all those little pieces. But this is a great. We've got this in a couple of our packs of paper. I love it. Love, love, love when they do that. There's a nice stripe. These are little green hearts, which is really nice. And then it has this really lush greenery with really pretty flowers. And then here is, I guess this is like a cross button on the black. That's what I used here. And then just the daffodils in that bumblebee. And the colors for this designer series paper are basic black, crushed curry, daffodil delight, evening evergreen, flirty flamingo, mint macaron, mossy meadow, pale papaya, pear pizzazz, and fairly vanilla. So this is a fabulous set. Like, so you can get this paper with free with a $50 order. And that is what we're going to play with today. Let me set that aside. Don't need that anymore. And we are going to actually make these 2 cards. And I used, I'm not going to, I'm going to show you how to do a little bit of it, but I'm not going to actually make it because you need to let it set for a bit. But I actually created this, this ribbon using my Stampin' Blends and the white crinkle ribbon, which is so pretty. So let's get started. Let's make the birthday card first. And of course, this is a really nice, simple layout you can use with any of your sentiments, where it just has a panel on my designer series paper and a panel layer behind the designer series paper, and then on my cardstock base. So, and then I've just added that little strip. So you could probably make it with any of your favorite sentiments. I use the label die is with the Tasteful labels, which I love. If you don't have this set, this is a great set of labels. I actually used this one right here for both of my labels that we use today. So I just cut those out of the Very Vanilla, and we'll show you. We'll stamp those out today. Okay, so to make this card, you need a piece of Flirty Flamingo, and it's an 8.5 by 11, and I've cut it. I've left it at the 11, and I've cut it at 4 1/4, and I've scored it at 5.5. Then I have a piece of Very Vanilla. Oops. That is going to be my layer panel, and that is at the 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And then I've cut my designer series paper at the 4 by 5 1/4, and then I'll just layer right nicely on there like that. And then I always have a piece of inside, and I cut mine a little bit smaller than I do the front. It is at 5 1/8 by 3 7/8, and that's what I put on the inside. And then of course I have 2 little strips that I do add. Where's my other little strip? I know I had it out. Just one. Put it all in here. I need these 2. There it is right here. And these are 1/2 inch by 4, and that I've just cut from the designer series paper. So when I have that nice sheet of designer series paper, I just cut it into those 4-inch strips, like I mentioned, and then I cut it again at the 5 1/4. And that leaves with a little bit at the bottom, and that's what I cut up to use for these little pieces. And you should save it all, and it doesn't have to be 4 1/4 if you only have a 1/4 left. That works too. Like whatever. I just love adding the extra. And then there's the Very Vanilla. And then I put a piece of Flurry Flamingo across the edge here, from edge to edge. So it's at the 4 1/4 by 1 inch. And I have dry embossed it with my Ornate Floral 3D embossing folder. Just really, I love this embossing folder. All right, so let's make it a little bit. So I'm also going to use a piece of this crinkle ribbon. So one of the things I love about our Stampin' Blends, our alcohol markers, is that you can use them to color your embellishments or your ribbons. And so I don't really have the Flirty Flamingo ribbon that I wanted to use, or even the black one that we're going to use on the other card. And so I made my own to match. One of the things I love about Stampin' Up! Is that all of their papers and their inks, they all coordinate, so it's the same color, so that you don't have to worry about matching all of your things together, the designer series paper colors, as well as your ribbons. And the Stampin' Blends with the alcohol marker, you can use the white. And I really love this, the Whisper White Crinkle Seam Binding Ribbon, which is this ribbon right here. It's really fun. And you can just use I'm going to use the dark Flirty Flamingo it's super easy to make. You just need to use your brush end, not the bullet end. And you can just make sure you do it on a piece of, against a piece of scrap paper or your grid paper. And sometimes even double. When I made the black one, I made a bunch of the black one, and it actually soaked through, and I actually got some even went through my paper. So when you're doing that and you're using a lot of that ink onto your ribbon, sometimes you need even an extra, have it like layer it twice if you really want to make sure you protect your surface. But it's super easy to do that. You just should let it dry a little bit so you don't get any on your fingers. So I've actually I've already done a bunch of the ribbon up so that you guys don't have to watch me and wait. And then I again cut the Very Vanilla with that tasteful label. And we're going to use, for this one, I made this one a birthday card. I'm just using this really pretty birthday. But there's also like a big congratulations, a thinking of you, best wishes. There's the With Sympathy we're going to use on the other card. It's just a card to say you're amazing that I used on the other card that I showed you earlier. And thanks for brightening my day, which is a really great. So they have these really little sentiments as well as these nicer size ones. So you can definitely mix and match. It's just super cute. And like I said, this is a set that you can get with a $100 order for free until this February 28th. Okay, so first thing we want to build our our front panel, and so I'm just going to use glue, and I'm going to glue my designer series paper panel onto my Very Vanilla layer. And I do use my Stampin' Seal. I love to use the Stampin' Seal for my ribbon to hold it in place. I like to use the glue because it does give me a little bit of wiggle room. If you put your glue on, you don't want to put your glue on too heavy because then it might squish out the sides. But you don't want to put on too light because then it doesn't move. So it's that. I gotta get it just right. There you go. And then I do like to use my Stampin' Seal to but first I want to put on my, this one right here. Okay. First, I almost got ahead of myself. I want to use I can use my Stampin' Seal. I'll put on, my Flirty Flamingo. I cut this one at 4 so it doesn't go completely edge to edge of the white. Like this one I went all the way over, and this one I did, so you can actually see more of the ribbon. Just like that. And then when you have that done, you know where you want to put the Stampin' Seal, because that's where you want to put your ribbon. Oops, I got it stuck on my paper. Go. And then I always cut mine. So I'll instead of trying to wrap it all the way around, and I make it a little bit above I don't put it exactly in the center, a little bit above, cut that off. And then I just use the Stampin' Seal to attach it, and then I don't wrap it all the way around. So you don't save a lot of the ribbon, but you do save some. And then I can tie the little bow and attach it. It's so much easier for me. And then after you've got your ribbon around your edges, then you can go ahead and attach it to your card front. So I'm going to use glue again for that. A little bit of that Stampin' Seal. Attach it. So pretty. I love this designer series paper. Stampin' Up always does a really great job with their designer series paper, but it really makes designing cards so much. And this is such a great, so easy to use, and it's such a great layout that you can use this with any of your designer series papers to make a quick and lovely card. Okay, so now that we've got that on, now we just need to stamp our sentiment. And I'm going to use the happy birthday, and I'm using my memento black. You can, if you don't want to use black on everything, you could always, I like the black because it's outlined, the flowers are outlined in black. Or you can also use Flirty Flamingo to match. I've just got ahead. Now I also have a surface, I show that surface. When you're using photopolymer, sometimes it's better to have, to use one of your piercer mats underneath to make sure you get a good solid image. Stamp so nice. Go! I'm going to use my chamois. Off. And then I'm just going to use my, add some of these Stampin' Dimensionals on here. So this is a pretty easy card. These are really easy. But it's a great way to use your designer series paper and let it do all of the work for you. So you just have to stamp a sentiment. And you don't have to, you can also use a label punch if you don't have dies. So add that to there. Very nice. And then we need to make our little bow. Now, when you do color it, it does change it a little bit, so it's a little stiffer when you use your Stampin' Blends to color the ribbon, but so nice. Although this crinkle ribbon can be a little wily, but it's such a nice white ribbon, especially if we don't have to have all of the colors. When you have this white, you can use your Stampin' Blends to add it. You also can use your Stampin' Blends to color like pearls or rhinestones. I'm actually going to use the new iridescent gems because I love them. Rhinestones, iridescent rhinestones. They have kind of a pink. Try to make this tighter and smaller because I love little bows. Are you a big bow kind of a person or a big or small bow? I really like the tiny bows. I don't have the nails for it. Just love little bows. There we go. Make sure you got it how you like it. And it is this little crinkly. I'm going to use my ribbon scissors. And if you have been waiting, we finally have our paper snips are back in stock, which is awesome. So if you guys have been waiting on that, definitely get on and get those as well. Okay, so then I'm just going to use a glue dot to add it to just like that. Isn't that pretty? How easy is that? It's so pretty and so easy. And then we can just add a few of these iridescent rhinestones. I love these because they really do pick up the colors that you're using. And so pretty. They're my new favorite. I want to put them on everything. Right? Okay. So let's do that. I actually wanted to add some Wink of Stella too, so we can really make this one pretty. A little bit. Just gonna use a little bit of my Wink to the center of these flowers. And you can, of course, do this too before you add your other piece if you remember, but I never remember. I'm usually always adding it at the end. I don't know why I always do that, but so pretty. I love a little bit of Wink on everything. And then I was going to add maybe a few. I've got 3 here. On this one, I added them to, it had these big pieces here. I don't think I need them. I think just adding the 3 to this one birthday, to the birthday, oops, it's good. See that? Isn't that pretty? Love, love, love. Okay, so then to do your inside, like I love to put you could stamp. I just love the way how it looks finished when you add in the piece of the inside layer. So again, I'm going to stamp our happy birthday. And we have a couple of really nice inside think pieces too. You can always put any of the other sentiments, like you're wonderful. As I have this out right here, like that. And then we want to add our pieces inside. Now you can also add a piece of designer series paper up the side, or fussy cut out some and stamp. I just really love the look of just adding a little bit of the designer series paper to the bottom and the back of the card so it's not naked. So let's go ahead. Add the glue. Add this on my inside. And you can, of course, you can also add some of the designer series paper to your envelope, to like the top flap of your envelope. That's always pretty too if you want to add more of your designer series paper. And then we can, I like to stamp on the back as well. So I'm going to use the same happy birthday that I did on the inside. If I had done a different sentiment on the inside, I usually stamp that on the back sometimes as well. And then I'm going to add, make sure I get that black closed for my memento, so I don't get that all over myself. Add a little piece of. Now this designer series paper does kind of have, on some of the pieces, does have an up and down. I'm just making sure I put it the right direction. And then I do add my the Stampin' Up logo, which is the angel policy. And this logo is with Handmade for You, which is a really great set to put on the back. It's got like a Handmade for You. It has a bunch of other little sentiments, and that's in the annual catalog. So now my back is done, and the front. See how simple and pretty that is. I love these. That gorgeous designer series paper. So pretty. So pretty. And that's our first birthday card. Super quick and fabulous. And then for our second card, we're going to make an elegant, understated, little understated. You don't always want to put a lot of bling when you make sympathy cards. And that's always something you always want to kind of have in your stash is sympathy card. And this, there was that Magnolia designer series paper we had a couple years back that also was really pretty for this because it had the nice white flowers with the black and dark green that really, I don't know why, to me it always lends to a nice sympathy card, but for me it does, and I actually put it on a piece of pear pizzazz. So that is what we're going to make for our second card, is a sympathy card. And again, this is from the Special Moments Designers Special Moments stamp set. I don't know why I was having trouble saying stamp set. And we need our 2 little strips of paper. And again, I use the dark basic black, and I did color it on it. Like I said, it just changed the way it feels a little bit. But we used to have a really nice black satin that I really like to use. So if you've got any of that in your stash, that also makes a good to go on your sympathy card. But without that, you can always make your own. And this is still kind of nice. Okay, so again, just like the other, we start with a piece of Pear Pizzazz, and it is again the 11 by 4.25, scored at 5.5. Make this top fold. I love this. Is my favorite. And again, any of these you can make if you want to make a book fold. It's the measurements are 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25, and that so you can do that. And the layers on the are the same to go on the front, regardless if you do a top fold or a book fold. I have a black layer, which is the 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. It's going to go behind my designer series paper, which is the 4 by 5.25. And again, I'm going to glue the designer series paper to my black. So I have started going earlier at 2 because I was having trouble with my internet. All of a sudden, it's not wanting to be happy. At I guess it's like 3:45 to 4. Our internet goes all wonky. So going a little bit earlier, I think, has been better. And also, it gives me a little bit more time before our movie starts. We are definitely going to see Uncharted tonight. I'm very excited. So this is the beginning of my birthday weekend. So, I almost put this glue on thinking I need to add my, the ribbon. So as I started putting the glue down, of course, before I added the ribbon, which I should have done the ribbon first. Okay. I'm just going to add a little bit of this. See if I can get it to go around. There we go. And I'm just going to do a simple go. Do. There we go. So I've just put the ribbon on there. Make sure I got it. Make sure I got it straight. My tongue was right. There we go. So yes, my birthday weekend. So we're gonna go to the movies. We're gonna go. That Uncharted is what we're gonna watch. See this weekend or tonight, because today is the first night it comes out. I'm very excited. So we used to do these movie marathons where we would go and see, my bestie and I, and sometimes even my husband, see how many movies we can see in like a weekend. Like how many movies, or how we used to do streaks in the summer where we would do like 7, 10 movies. Fabulous streaks. But it's been so long since I've done all that because of terrible COVID. But I do like that now here in town, even though we're a small town, our Cinemark has sign seats, so that makes it nicer too. We can see kind of in advance how many people are in there. So I like having sign seats so much. I remember having to go early and wait in line. I was one of those crazy ones that waited in line so I can get good seats. Okay, so I've just glued my panel down, and all I have is that one single piece of ribbon. So let's go ahead and stamp our sentiment. Like I said, I'm going to make this one a sympathy card. And unfortunately, we always need to have some sympathy, and this is a nice with sympathy that's in that stamp set. There's also a nice one in the it's painted. Something are painted. It's not. I want to say it's circled, but that's not what it's called. Painted Moments. sure what the name of that one's called. We have one, another stamp set that has a nice, it's with Sympathy and it has a nice thank you. I don't know if I got that one dark enough. Oh yeah, no, it looks good. Looked like it did. Not too bad. Awesome sauce. I'm going to close that off. What is that one called? No, Painted Moments. I think it's called Painted Moments. I think I actually put it away. On my Peaceful Moments. Peaceful Moments. I think the matching, I think something is called Painted. That's the matching dyes that go with it. That could be what it is. I don't know. Oh my goodness. So anyway, I'm actually turning 49 this weekend. I'm definitely feeling my age. I finally have been sleeping. I was having such a terrible time sleeping, and I did actually get a full sleep last night. I took the melatonin. My doctor had me take melatonin and get some sleep to re-regulate. I have been terrible with my sleeping, which doesn't help your memory. Go. So you don't add, I didn't add an extra strip. I mean, of course you can, but I think the Very Vanilla on the back, on the black already. When I tried to see if, like, with the, maybe the mossy green or even the pale papaya, pear pizzazz behind it, it just seemed too much. So sometimes with the Sympathy cards, it's better to have just a little. You don't even have to have the extra bow, but I'm gonna go ahead and put the little bow on there. Make a small bow on here. Like that. I don't have too much glue on my fingers. Yeah. So hopefully I can talk my husband out. He was hoping that we could clean my garage out this weekend. I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that for my birthday. Clean my garage. That doesn't sound fun at all. But Stranger Things is not out, or Umbrella Academy. Usually there's a new series, a new season of something that drops like on Netflix this weekend, and we'll usually binge that, which is what I love to do, is binge. And then I pull my stamping stuff out, and I can make cards and binge TV shows. I don't think there's anything really good coming out this weekend I haven't already seen. I don't know if we're talking about maybe watching the 100 Around the World in 80 Days that PBS was had out. I think we can get this first 2 seasons though on Amazon Prime, which you might do because it didn't look like my episode 2 taped, but that's with David Tennant. So we're thinking about maybe that might be what we binge this weekend. I'm very excited. Look how pretty. I mean, it's pretty, but still it's kind of understated, so it doesn't too sparkly. And I won't add any jewels to it or Wink Stella even. Because this designer series paper is gorgeous. And it's lovely. It's lovely. There we go, just like that. Now we have our Sympathy card front. And then we can just do, again, we need a Very Vanilla inside piece, which I had. Right here we go. And again, I cut mine at 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. I'm just going to put the Sympathy top. And then I'll put my black away. Let's see. Put the With Sympathy on the back here as well. I know it is a little bit of taking a chance sometimes to stamp on the back of your card, but I just really like the way it looks. That it's more, looks more finished to me, and it's not as naked. I don't know why I always think it looks naked if I don't add little bit to pull the theme through to the back. I just really like, so these are simple, but that's the best part of this designer series paper, and you want to use it. I know it's a free set of paper, but it's gorgeous, and you can totally cut that paper up and use it to make lovely cards that are quick and but still beautiful. Look at that, and again, I'll add my logo. It just makes it look more official. I like that. It makes it look official. Okay. And then I'll just add this to the inside. Like I said, when you're making your ribbon, make sure you use a grid paper or even double it up. You do not want that. Put a lot of that ink on there. It does bleed through. Get it nice. It's nice when you use it to add the colors, but you don't want to get it all over your surface. But it's nice that you can change any of these ribbons so they all have the same color to match. Go, I use my bone folder. Very nice. Look at that. Not pretty? And that's our second card. So I know we're super quick today, but this designer series paper makes it so easy. And again, this is a lovely, the Special Moments is a lovely stamp set that you can also earn for free during Sale-A-Bration. Just very lovely. But oh, I am in love with this designer series paper. And of course, you can always get the Daffodil, the other stamp set, and the dies that also coordinate with this, the Daffodil Daydream. And again, if you don't know what kind of cards to make, you can always use our fabulous catalogs, our brochure that has a great, they have great samples. My thank you card this month is actually got it from right here. I changed this little 4x4 card into a regular size card, and that is actually what is my thank you card for today. So if you order from me, you get one of these cards in the mail from me. But I love Sale-A-Bration. You only have till the 28th. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's quick, fabulous designer series paper with the Daffodil afternoon designer series paper cards. And let's see what else I've got. I want to remind you guys we're still doing the All Together. That collection is still available. The designer series paper and stamp set and dies are available now, and they will only be available until May. I think it's May 2nd, right? May 3rd. Oh, when is it? When is the May 2nd? May 2nd. But our the Stampin' Blends are going to be in the next catalog, so you'll be able to get them. And I think some of them are on low inventory, but I think the two light ones, the light and the light medium, are actually unavailable right now. We're not sure when they're going to be back, but we do know they're going to be in the next catalog, so you will still be get to get them. And I think the other three are now on low inventory, but the designer series paper and the stamp set and dies are still available in my online store, as well as I'm so excited about our paper pumpkin kit. So our paper pumpkin kit that's for March is the Beyond Horizon. You've been over to my Facebook page. You've seen that I posted a couple of little short video clips of them making how they make the designs for this set, this paper pumpkin kit, and they use it coordinates with the New Horizons suite, which is my favorite suite in the candy. There's so much in the new catalog; it's awesome, but in the mini, but the New Horizons is my favorite, and this is gonna match. I'm so excited. And because March is Paper Pumpkin's anniversary, its birthday month, there's actually an extra free stamp set. So you get another. So there's 2 stamp sets in the kit, and so it's the best. So if you haven't gotten Paper Pumpkin, now is the time to try it. And during Celebration, if you go on and order, if you get in my online store, you can get the prepaid. You can buy a 3, a 6, or a 12-month. I just got my 12-month. You will, if you pay for that in my online store, you can earn free Celebration items with it, which is awesome. As well as you can get it before the price increases. So the price for the month to month is going to go up March 1st to $23.50 from, I think it's only $22 now, so it's only like a dollar and a half. But you can save that if you get if you buy these prepaid. But just remember, when you get a prepaid code, you aren't signed up for the Paper Pumpkin until you take that code and enter it into your Paper Pumpkin account, and then it activates it and you'll get it. Because I just did mine for my 12-month. So that there is an increase. It's going to be coming. It's not very much, but it's just because shipping has just gone up for that. But oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This Paper Pumpkin is gonna. I'm really excited. I'm gonna order several because it's so awesome. And I wouldn't wait to the last minute because they might sell out because they're that awesome. So again, we're having the celebration. You can earn these free products with every 50 and $100 qualifying orders before shipping in and tax, and pick those free exclusive items for free. Also, if you're interested in joining my team or Stampin' Up, now is the best time to become a demonstrator because you can get 2 free stamp sets to add to your starter kit. So a starter kit is $99, and you get to pick $125 worth of product for that $99. So you're already getting that $25, $26 savings, and it's free shipping, plus a sample Paper Pumpkin kit, and there are some business supplies catalogs you get as well, but free shipping. And then you can add 2 free stamp sets onto that as well, which is exciting. And then as a demonstrator, you can pre-order. You can get that gorgeous Waves of the Ocean set that I did last week for my Thursday double feature. You can order that. You can actually add that to your starter kit. You get that now. And then in April, we're going to get to see the new annual catalog. I know, I can't believe that it's already about to be that time again. So, but it now is the greatest time to be. I mean, it's always a great time to be a demonstrator to get that 20% discount. But you get to see all the stuff early and then pre-order. It's always the best. Okay, so now I'm trying to find where here we go. All right, so thank you guys. If you guys need to order anything, make sure you use my host code, the February host code. And as always, I can send you guys a thank you card when you order from my online store. And if you order $50, not only will you get a free celebration item, when you order $50 or more in my online store, I also send you a free gift from me. And this month, it's the Gilded Gems. Yeah, the gold gems. Gilded Gems? I think that's what it is. So that's exciting. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's Thursday double feature. We made this birthday card and sympathy card with the gorgeous Celebration Daffodil Afternoon Designer Series paper. You guys have a great rest of your day and rest of your weekend. Happy crafting. Bye, guys.